Number 65. A vulgar display of power by Pantera. Pantera are the quintessential groove metal band that took Metallica's thrash metal, made it more streamlined, punchy, and voila, you've got groove metal. And it's more mid-pace chugging than full speed ahead thrash, I guess. Is the other thing. But, you know, it's got a groove to it. Groove metal. And Pantera, the big groove metal band, there would be no new metal without groove metal. There would be no metalcore without groove metal, perhaps. Although crossover thrash was a thing. So. It kind of reshaped the metal landscape, and Pantera were the band that really did that, to be honest. But it came out in 1992, a vulgar display of power, and it's got Walk, which is a lot of people, pretty much the best known Pantera song. Unless Cowboys from Hell is the best known Pantera song. But Walk is one of the classic Pantera songs that everybody knows, and it's brilliant. And as is fucking Hostile. Fast-paced, hardcore punk influenced metal song that's just like... It's amazing. I love this album when I was when I was 94 kind of time, when I would have been about how old? 18, 19 years of age. But there was a pub I used to drink in where all the goths and all the metalers went, and Pantera was a big band to me at that time. And there's no denying the power of this album, and at its best it's really good. I've not owned it for a long time, and sometimes I didn't like the macho-ness of Pantera's image and lyrics at times. Kind of annoys me at times, but I've recently thought maybe I should get the album again. It kind of is a classic, essential metal album really of the 90s. 64. Death, Spiritual Healing. I like early Death more than later Death. I know a lot of people like Symbolic and Human and things, but I don't really. Sorry, but I do like early Death, and I've never had Scream Bloody Gore, so that kind of leaves the other two, which are both on this list. But Spiritual Healing is a good album. It's very intelligent. The way the themes of the tracks, you don't realise this at first when you buy the album. You realise the intelligence of the lyrics within each track. What I realised over time was that actually, thematically, it just progresses in this inevitable way. Thematically, I mean, I just see the way you set up these themes in the early songs that then sort of connect somehow to the theme in the middle, which then leads to the thing. I just noticed the way it all sorts of seems to link thematically. I don't know if I'm tripping or that's actually there, if it was intended or not, I don't know, but it seems to me like a lot of thought went into the themes of this album, and that all the tracks seem to follow a logic, a thematic logic all the way through, which is kind of interesting. Living Monstrosity, about Cocaine Baby, really, well, mother of a cocaine baby. So she says not very nice things about her. Ultra in the Future, then, part of it's about abortion. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying, see? Yeah. So Ultra in the Future is saying abortion is sometimes necessary, and that capital punishment is also sometimes necessary. So, you know, it's actually a counterpoint to the whole life is sacred thing. It's saying there are times when you need to do these things. And, you know, yeah. Defensive personalities within the mind are good tracks. Then we got Spiritual Healing, the title track, which is awesome. And my favourite track on the album. And then Low Life, Genetic Reconstruction. By the end we're talking about eugenics and psychopaths, but it does seem thematically linked, and it is very intelligent lyrically and musically very accomplished, and it is pretty much a masterpiece. So Spiritual Healing is really good. But there's another Death album that's higher on this list, which everybody who knows Death knows what it is. So I've sort of given it away. But anyway, number 63 is Deep Purple's Machine Head, a band that during this Mark 1972 period with Ian Gillan on vocals is, you know, it basically consists of 3 albums, 3 classic Deep Purple albums from 1970 to 1972, of which this is the last of the 3, Machine Head in 1972. They're a band at this stage in their career anyway, that arguably are sort of hard rock and heavy metal. They sort of are exactly in the middle, because they are one of the foundational early hard rock and heavy metal bands, along with Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, got Deep Purple. And this album, along with one of their other albums, are the 2 reasons why Deep Purple is so special. And this album has Highway Star on it, and Smoke on the Water, and Space Trucking, which undoubtedly those 3 tracks are the best 3 tracks on the album, but it's all good. It's Deep Purple, it's early Deep Purple, it's Deep Purple with Ian Gillan on vocals. It's just Deep Purple and wonderful. They've got this keyboard, Hammond organ led sound, but Richie Blackmore's guitar playing is also awesome, and Ian Gillan's vocals are also awesome, and the whole thing is fucking awesome, because it's fucking Deep Purple, okay? And you need this album, because it's awesome. That's all there is to it. And there's the 2 albums that are also on this list, even higher, that I recommend even more. And Deep Purple. You've got to have Deep Purple. Sometimes I'm only ever in the mood for Deep Purple, because nothing else would do, because they're fucking amazing. 62 is My Dying Bride, Like Gods of the Sun, which is doom metal. It's a death doom band, who by this time were kind of more like gothic metal, I suppose. Weirdly, I never really got into the early My Dying Bride. I've tried to get Turn Loose once. I have listened to The Angel on the Dark River. I've never owned it, so it can't be on this list. And I do like it, so I do intend to get it. But nevertheless, Like God of the Sun is one of the 2 My Dying Bride albums that I actually own, and I like it. There's a lot of passion and emotion in the song Like Gods of the Sun about having an affair with a married woman. I think she's supposed to be a queen. I think, unless I'm wrong. Anyway, dark desires for a woman you're not supposed to have desires for, and the dark illicit affair that results. And then he's like, you know, it's forbidden love sort of thing. And then it's like, you know, we should burn together. Like a kind of suicide pact thing, so we can be together forever. And it somehow sounds romantic and passionate and awesome and beautiful, and terrifying and traumatic all at the same time. And it's a great song. And the whole album's great. And it finishes with some slow... There's another one. There's another song towards the end expressing regret and awareness of your sins and failings and stuff. Beat it out of me, and watch me bleed. I love that song as well. And it ends. The album ends with a very slow kind of instrument. Well, it's not an instrumental piece. There's words to it. Very violin-led thing, which is sort of beautiful and awesome. And I can't remember the name of any of the tracks, but it's an awesome album. My Dying Bride, Like Gods of the Sun. Number 61 is Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti, which is a mixed bag of stuff. It's got its hard rock moments, it's got its prog rock moments, it's got its folky, bluesy moments. The track House of the Holy is actually funky. It got outtakes of sessions making their previous albums, plus new material, made this double album of Led Zeppelin called Physical Graffiti, which has Kashmir on it, which is why everyone knows it. And this is where it is on the list. The Rove is also very good, and I like the instrumental Bonnier, I love it. And I like 10 Years Gone. And that's about it. Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti. Thanks for watching, and the next instalment should be along soon. Stay hungry for rock and roll.